Hi, good morning. What's up, everybody? It's a very, very good morning. And again, we're back on a Saturday on our live session. And today's component is the speaking component that we're going to be discussing about. So, firstly, those who've joined me live, thank you so much. It is definitely like a very good feeling to have you guys around. And thank you. It is indeed like a blessing. And the IELTS exams are now being conducted. They have some dates which is going on. I think on the 16th also it was conducted in two different slots, and it's going to work well. So I think now is the time to get up to do as much as you can and prepare for it, because ultimately that's going to work, right? So this is the time that you've given your max preparation, you've given your max effort, and gear up. Okay, so I'm just going to, this session is for those, like I'm going to explain you the speaking format, how you're supposed to do things, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the band descriptor table. So this is what we are going to do today. Okay, now see, the speaking test is a very, I believe this is the easiest of it, because compared to reading, listening, writing, all of them need a lot of preparation. But speaking exam does not need a lot of pre-preparation. It's just done very simply. So it begins with a set of introduction questions. Okay, it begins with a set of questions in which you're asked questions about yourself, like what do you do, where do you come from, things like that. Then they pick up one particular topic, and based on that topic you are asked questions again. Okay, so this is about the introduction. Introduction is kind of a warm-up between you and the examiner. Okay, this question is generally very simple, and the ideal way to answer it is to be very, very honest, is to actually make sure that you're not just honest, but you have an answer which is elaborate. So one question again that people ask, that whether this should be long or short. There's nothing like long or short in here. What I really want you to do is give a complete answer. Is give an answer which is complete rather than long or short. So like, make sure that you do that. So one or two sentences is going to be enough. Another thing that is a tip here is not to repeat the question. Okay, so that is about the introduction question. The next comes the cue card. Cue card is a topic which is given to you, okay, and you have to speak on it for 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to prepare for it. Now, how do you prepare for it? You brainstorm, you think about what you're going to say, and then speak it. This is something that you really need to prepare beforehand, obviously, because other than other things, like you can easily manage, but coming on to the cue card, it's very difficult, like if you've not practiced. The next comes the counter questions. Counter questions are questions which are based on the cue card, right? This is the trickiest, I believe, because see, cue card is something which you can prepare, everything can be done, but the counter questions are the questions that you're asked, and they're like genuinely tricky, and they're like a longer set of questions, right? So that is something which is, you really have to work on it. Another important aspect of the cue card question is you can add an example in there, you can elaborate your answer. It is slightly supposed to be longer than the introduction question. However, I say no answer is long or short. An answer needs to be complete. So this is the exact format of it. Now, one FAQ that I'm asked is that it is each of the component consisting of 3 bands. No, it's not like that. You are overall judged. Hi Ravi, good morning. You're judged overall. The band descriptor table is to be considered just as the writing. Now, what is the band descriptor table talking about? The band descriptor table first talks about one thing, that is about fluency and coherence. Now, what is fluency and what is coherence? Fluency doesn't mean that you're going on a speed that is very fast, or you're going on a speed that is very slow. It simply means that you are talking without hesitation. Now, coming to hesitation. Hesitation, which is idea related, is okay. But hesitation, which is word related, which is vocabulary related, is not at all okay. So you will have to take care of that. Another thing is coherence. Your coherence is your synchronization. Why you do the way you do band, the way you plan things, coherence works that way. Then comes to grammatical range and accuracy. Again, when you're talking, make sure you're not very monotonous. You're having a variation in sentence. Obviously, before you speak, you can't think that, okay, this is the complex and this is the compound and this is a simple sentence. That does not work. But yes, please do that. Next comes lexical resource. Whenever you're talking about lexical resource, we mean vocabulary. With vocabulary, we had vocab pop up, idiom pop up. Please YouTube this idiom pop up, and on the channels of IELTS tutorials, you will definitely find these. And lexical resource is your vocab basically. Then comes your pronunciation. Pronunciation is something that is important because words have to be pronounced the way they are. Like your accent may be different, okay? You might have a regional accent, which is absolutely okay. But your pronunciations need to be, accurate. So this is the format and the band descriptor table of the speaking component. And this is exactly where people this is a very short video that I have made because of the previous videos. We made a very long one, but this is like a very short and a complete video on how exactly the speaking exam is conducted and how exactly you're going to be judged. So I hope this was useful to you. And if you have any queries, you can post in the comment box. You can also subscribe IELTStutorials.online. Good morning. Right. So you can subscribe to IELTS tutorials, or you can, like, if you're watching this video later on, you can always post it in the comment section. Please do like, share, and subscribe this channel. Right. So I'm going to see you again next Saturday. If you have any topic which you want me to take, I will surely post this on. Thank you so much.